Copy link. Take that. Post it. Oh, we're located here. Let me. Okay. I pinged him specifically. He should. That's on him. He wanted a stream. Here's his stream. Honestly.
will be here whenever you're ready.
Okay, shut up. I'm not. I hate this game. By the way, I hate this game with I hate this game with like a passion. And it's literally just because of how it just sucks. It just sucks. You know, I can't help but compare it to Skate 3, and it just sucks. Every time I do that, it's just not a good game. But, I mean, it's honestly the only game, well, it's either this or Sessions, where I can just sort of do whatever and just have, like, my own thoughts and opinions. How do I get this thing off my screen? I've been fighting to do that for a while, and I have not been able to get it off. There we go. Release to send. Press to send. Device says on. Traffic on. Enables quick just. I don't know how these work. Hi. The audio stream's current bitrate is lower than recommended. Hi. I don't really have anything to do, and I don't really want to talk about anything. I have work tomorrow, so I should be going to bed soon. That's why it's going to be short. That's why this is going to be short, and I'm just going to ramble instead of actually talking about anything. Because I'd much rather that. Dude, there was something. Isn't it like, ooh. Yeah. Game's so stupid, bro. I hate this game so much. Oh, but they added parkour. Cool, but like, why is he dressed like that, bro? Are you not rocking with the fit? The fit is, it's a beautiful fit, I think. You not feeling it? I think it's beautiful, honestly. I mean, yeah, it's peak. Hi, Belinda. Oh my God, that's the one thing I've missed. You know, I haven't streamed in a while. You know, I think it's been like, what, 2 weeks? And I was like, oh my God, I haven't spoken to Belinda in so long. I don't even know if, like, how have you been, Belinda? You good? How's life been treating you? You okay? Because it's like, I don't even know if, like, Belinda's doing all right. And it made me feel like, man.
Welcome back. Let's get that line rolling.
What is this you want me to do, bro? You know? I was saying about this game though that like I don't really like it. Honestly, if I had to pick out of the two, I'd prefer Sessions. But Sessions is just so. The problem with Sessions is that Sessions is trying to be a realistic skate simulator, while this is just a skate simulator that you can make realistic if you wanted to. But like, nobody's playing it for that. Like nobody's playing this for that. I know, no, I'm not good. I'm still alive, but that's neither here or there. How are you? Honestly, I feel sort of the same way where it's like how you do, where it's like, I mean, I'm alive, and that's like good, I think, but like I'm not, you know, I'm happy, I guess. I have money to buy like games and stuff. That's cool. But by God, I hate this working thing. You know, I wake up at like 12 or whatever. How do you do it again? There's a way to do it. Is it this? Yeah. I wake up at like 12 or whatever, and then I have like 2-3 hours to get ready because I usually have to go out by like 2, so like 2 hours to get ready. And it's like such a hassle for me to deal with, and I hate it like so much. But I get paid a decent penny, so I'm willing to push it aside for now. A lot of bad thoughts. We're not going to talk about those though because we're not here for that. And the fact that I'm alive is not good. I mean, I think the fact that you're alive is good. honestly. You should be alive. You're cool. I like you, so I think you should be alive. Um, I was gonna say, yeah, Sessions is way more realistic, and I don't like it because of that, because it just feels so stupid sometimes. But this game not only just this game looks ugly, plays ugly, and it's literally just not worth it. Okay, 6 people will care. Are those? Yeah, but 6 people. 6 people is a lot. That's a big number if you really think about it. You know, 6 people is like way more than you would think. You know, so it's like that's good. I think. How do you? I don't remember how to play. I played this game once and immediately I was met with like a bug, so I just gave up. Is it? There we go. There we go. But yeah, a lot of the stuff people are doing are stupid shit. Like the thing where they're like rolling and they're like jump and then they I can't do it because I don't really care to learn it, but they like do that and then they do all of that weird stuff. You know, it's crazy. I'm being charitable to one. Well, I'd like to think they probably would. You never know, you know? But I was saying, while I'm waiting for a response, that like, uh, I was saying, Sessions, Sessions is like better in terms of skate game, I guess. But like, I don't know. I think it's fun to play this. It's just I'd much rather play like Skate 3 if it was up to me. Um, it's been a minute, so like it's like I've already left. To be fair, I can say that about the 3 ghouls. I mean, they probably still question it if you really think about it. They probably still think like, oh, you know, I hope she's all right. Or maybe that's just a me thing. Maybe I'm just too kind and unforgiving. Whoa, skateboards, skateboards. You know, maybe that's just me. I had kinda removed myself years ago for reasons. I felt I was the bad one, perhaps. Still not sure. They were all doing seemingly okay. I mean, uh, I can't say much because I don't know. I don't know anything. I only know what I know. I'm just a retard on the internet who plays games. But I don't know. You don't come off as bad. Although I have been told I'm too trusting of people sometimes. So maybe you are bad and I just don't know it. Not to be offensive, I'm just saying, because I don't think you're bad, but people say I'm not a good judge of character a lot of the time, so. I'm also too scared to do it. I don't want my mother to think it's hurtful. Yeah, I get what you mean. Sometimes I feel like that myself, and that's like, to be completely honest, that's one of the main things. It's like made me think and actually think about it. It's because I'll say the exact same thing, and it's just like, man, I really don't want to I don't want to make anyone sad or anything. You know, I don't want to make anyone sad. I don't want to make someone blame themselves. It's not cool. So it's like, I don't know. I say just don't do it. Thug it out, you know. Realistically speaking, well, we'll probably live to we're like 50 at max. You know, I remember I am bad, I'm gutter. I don't think that though. I think you're cool. I think you're cool. You know, but I keep saying that, but then like I said, it's like I'm not people keep telling me I'm not necessarily a good judge of character. So you can easily like brush me off and be like, "Oh, you think everyone is good," but it's like I think you're cool. So I can't say you're bad. I wouldn't say you're bad personally. Um I'm basically waiting for her to go so I can. Bro, I didn't think I would make it reach 34. Um that's kind of sad. I mean, yeah, a lot of people probably think that, to be honest. Honestly, I remember. See, I'm still young, so it's not even like I can say that much and be like, "Oh yeah, I get what." No, I don't get it because I'm young and I'm a retard and I'm a moron. But I was gonna say, I remember when I hit like 20 and I was like, man, I honestly didn't even, I don't know what to do. I didn't expect to get this far. To be quite honest with you, I wasn't really thinking this far ahead. You know, so now you're just kind of stuck and figuring things out. But I'd say just tug it out. You know, you know, you still have a glow though. I maybe I guess. Is it because I'm young? Probably, probably. I hope nobody makes you feel like you ought to dull your shot. Well, everybody tries to tell me that. I feel. You know, that's why I said like a lot of people will tell me things like that where it's like, oh, you know, you're like retarded or something, or you know, you're like a lot of people tell me stuff like that, and it's just like I'm gonna be real with you. You know, I try because it's like I'm gonna just keep doing me, man. You know, people be like, oh, you're like immature and stuff like that, and it's just like I'm just me, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what you want me to do. I'm just me. Ooh, I'm just me. You know, so I try, but I feel like you can. You're cool. You're good. I think. I mean, don't do that. Don't do it. Because it would just be a waste. Isn't there something like really cool you want to see? You know, like that, like where it's like, oh, you know, but if I do that, you know, I won't be able to. You know, there's got to be something you're like waiting for, right? Yeah, sessions is sort of. We're not on that. Move on from that. But yeah, I what was I? Oh, um, today was my off days. Ow. And I spent the last 2 days trying to get a phone. I finally got a phone. That's cool. But like, you know, it sucks to spend your break days all on trying to get a phone and spinning around and stuff. No, I'm at the point where the little stupid things don't matter anymore. But so what? That's it? You're tapped out and you're ready to go? Is that it? I mean, I can't stop you, is all I can really say. I'm fully aware I need to pick myself up. I do not care to do so this time at all. I have to wait. I'm. So what? So what? When your mom goes, that's when you go? Is that what you're like awaiting going? I mean that you're probably here for a bit more. Ah, that's good. At least you're still gonna be here for a bit more. I think. You know, I like talking to you, even if it's through text on the screen. So I think that's good enough. Yeah. I mean, I think that's good enough, though. You know, because it's like I said, it's like people try to tell me internet friends aren't actual friends. If it was up to me, maybe friend. I guess you're my friend. I think we're friends. We're cool like that. I think. But again, that's me being retarded. It's tougher when people vanish. Mm, yeah. No, yeah. When people vanish. See, this is why I say that. And everybody's always like, I'm crazy. But, like, that's the last thing someone needs is to, like, have you just, disappear on them. And then it's like, well, now they're left on their lonesome and they're just, sigh. It gets tougher when people vanish, like, not stream. I mean, I'm sorry for that. In all honesty, I'm just a lazy bastard. That's what that was, to be quite honest with you. I can't even, like, come up with an excuse on it or anything. I'm just a lazy bastard. I could have streamed multiple times over, to be quite honest with you. These last 2 days I've been trying to get a phone. And I could easily always stream at this time, realistically, because I'm always going to be up. I get home at like 11. Ooh, hippie jump? I get home at like 11. Yeah, I did speak to people on Discord. Can I be honest? There's a point. I want to say it was either the day before yesterday or the day before yesterday. Oh my god, level up. Okay, gotta do this thing. Hang on. It was either the day before yesterday or yesterday. But I thought about it because I'm like, I know you only communicate via like emails and stuff. And I was like, maybe I should just, which can irritate to the same shit on your end. Maybe I should just email you, you know? Because that's what I think it is. I think I'm just a lazy bastard. Old lazy bastard. So I rather than putting in like any sort of effort to like do any of that, I'll just go, well, they don't want to do, maybe. It's not just you. People will reasonably take a moment for themselves. Yeah, but that feels kind of selfish. Take a moment for yourself. I mean,
Give you a series of follow the path and throw in a couple.
that's sort of. I mean, I get it. Yeah, you can ask like for. Yeah, that's what I asked. I asked him. I said maybe I'll just do that. Honestly, I'll consider it. You know. How long do you think you have left? Not to be rude or anything, or you know, like sour their mood.
Mind challenges require being on your board. Let's try that again.
It's life. It makes sense. Cause like I don't. I don't know. I'll do it though. I just have to remember to check it. That's my whole thing. I'm just put me back to the session marker. I'm just
Mind
no.
challenges. Hey, one of the goals is for flip tricks. Try a couple.
I'm just not oh my god, I messed up.
Whoops.
Can I restart it?
Mind challenges require being on your board. Let's try that again.
Sorry, I keep starting over. For the lack of communication for the ghouls in this, I'm actually pleased that I can go up for a while with not talking and everything is still cool. Yeah. I guess. I don't want you to feel like you're, what's it called? Like people just forgot about you. Cause I didn't forget.
Mind challenges follow the path.
You're like How could I forget? You're my favorite. You're my favorite chatter. What? I could never forget you. Second, well, no, first, only to hit Curie, who is my second favorite chatter. So it's like I feel like community outreach is a thing that needs to be done more. Okay, and I'm gonna practice that. This nigga asking a suicidal person how long until they rope. You truly? I mean, I don't.
That line was sick.
I'm just trying to get an understanding of it. So it's like I don't like. You know, it's just like I don't know, because it's like I have no problem with talking, but I don't want it to be like we're talking one day and then you just suddenly stop, and now I'm like stuck. I'm forever worrying like, huh, did she go through with it, or like I don't want to remember that. I don't.
This is where
That's
the hottest new drops will appear. These are the SCCC curates different product box. See anything you like? Sweet balls. I've got
no,
the
I don't
sample
want to
to show
just
you
do
though.
that. That's kind of, but I have no qualms with talking with her. Sort of how I see it, and that's like my thing. Yo, I could buy a card. Could I buy these? It's sort of my thing. You know,
Expressing yourself? Use your clothes here.
put it back on.
Ready? Perfect. I've been
That's my
working
whole
on this
thing. I have
show.
no qualms with
It's easy
talking to
to
her, but it
turn more
just because the
ribbons.
last time that happened, and I spoke to someone who was like suicidal, and they just randomly stopped. It made me feel like maybe I did do something wrong. Because I just flat out stopped responding after a certain point because I just didn't care, I think. Or I was annoyed. I don't even remember. It was really stupid. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that guy again. So like, but I also I don't want to just be left alone. It's like crazy. I don't know. I think you should live though. I want you to live. So don't let this weirdo be the highlight of your life. Read the Bible. What? Well, I am probably a bit weird, but I'm just a guy. I'm just a cool guy. All right? I'm on the internet to make friends, and I consider her my friend. And I'd like to help my friend out. I'm not trying to like that's all it is. Ooh, I get shorts. Let's go.
Thoughts and how
I
to
get to
roll.
fulfill my
Any
real,
place you see with the
but it's
potential
like
for
that
a
for
big
me.
trick to go down. Once you get
You
a feel
know?
for skating, you'll start seeing
I'm
the
happy to see you
potential.
haven't just left me, by the way, and just moved on from me, because I didn't stream for like 2 weeks.
FYI,
That's good.
I've been equipped with an
How's
air
the
rotor
wage
to get
life?
rid of distractions. Whoa, that's bigger
Okay,
than
I
I
guess it's
expected.
alright.
Thanks. Okay, now that we
I
found
don't
the
like
hiding
working,
spot,
but I like the
I
money.
need
I
you to
feel like,
try this.
someone told me that's just everyone, and it's like, yeah, but like,
How
I
about
don't think
trying
I'm
something
not
new?
built for
Remember
working,
your ollie?
bro. I'm not built for working. God put me on this earth, and He said,
Nice
this
try.
guy, nah, he shouldn't be working at all. I burned the New Testament on 06, say 0606. And they made a movie about that. That's
Sometimes
awesome,
you
to
need
be
to
honest with
spin
you.
to win. Spinning midair is a great way to juice up your score, but functional
Yo,
kick turn.
oh, I didn't mention that.
Now, use
I
that
shouldn't
session
mention that.
marker to get
Yeah, I
realigned
argued
and
with
look
someone who was
prepared.
like a Bible
Now,
thumper,
try to
and
spin
literally
in the
everyone in the
air.
chat was just like, it's so, like, they're just kind of gay. Did they?
Alright, looks
Um,
like you've got it figured out. Let's put it all together and
yeah,
crush
they made a
this
movie. I think it's
all-stop
literally
shoot.
called 666, but it's like 060606 or something like that.
This spot is the Hedgemont
You did it in
sweet
your
spot.
front of your house?
There's a gap head up the stairs. You know, the local skate crew in Hedgemont would probably be stoked to see what you have here.
Playing with fire, eh?
They're called SKAP.
Be
They
careful.
love the hedge.
No, don't burn yourself. But yeah, the wage life is okay, I guess. I get money. But that's it. That's about it. Bro, they tell me to climb this and I can't get up there. That's about as far as I go when it comes to it. I don't really have like any other opinion other than I get paid, man. I One of my favorite interactions was this drunk couple. Grr, I see a lot of couples actually. That's what's upsetting me the most. I see a lot of couples. It makes me really upset. Grr, how dare they be happy around me? You know? But there was this drunk couple and the guy asked to like take a piss off the side of where I was, and I'm just like, man, I'm not a cop. Just I don't care, bro. Just do whatever you gotta do. And you know, he said like thank you and stuff, and I was like, okay, well, it's not even like that serious, but like thanks, I guess. You know, some people don't appreciate you, so it's nice to at least get a thank you. Not many people say thank you.
Let's show those
People
dads
just stare at you nowadays. They don't even say thank you, bro.
challenges.
You know, it's like the sneeze meme where it's like you sneeze, and people don't even say bless you, bro. They just stare at you like you dying or something. And it's like, bro, not even a bless you. Spinal, why is my power level grown within 24 hours? Now that you're
That's
working, you could
fun.
try dating apps maybe.
Owned.
I expect
Welcome to
internet friends to
downloading
come and
content.
go faster
Those
sometimes.
text love a
Yeah,
huge drop.
I try to hang on to that, but the problem is that I'm just not good at talking. So I have a hard time just starting conversation. Why is your power grown? Thank you.
I'll
Gesundheit.
reset.
When I sneeze and nobody blesses me, I go Jesuit. I say Jesuit. That's what I say. um, your power hasn't really grown, has it? I don't know. I feel wrong blessing someone if I don't believe. I have to ask for believers to do it on my behalf. I guess that's fair. I think that's part of why I say like Jesuit and hit them with you hit them with a Jesuit,
Your efforts in the line and
and
only
that's what I say.
watching
I say
you
Achu.
have increased your reputation in the
Yeah,
neighborhood
people in
as an
chat.
extrovert.
I argued with Aiden. Look at me. I'm beautiful. Aren't I beautiful? Bro, I'm so beautiful. I argued with Aiden, and people in chat were like, "Oh, where's Hick Fury at? Where's And he called Hick. He was like, "Oh, this Hick Fury guy." So it's like I only. He's like,
The local SKAP scene.
and you're 2 weeks away from sacrificing yourself to save a minor from around. Don't go on dating apps, Spinal. Bad advice. Don't be a whore. I could never. That's the problem. I no. But that was my goal as of now. See, I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. If you've been following my Twitter, you'll see I'm
Don't
replying to
worry,
people
I'll
more
touch you
often.
back. Thank you for
That's because
initiating
I'm in
the
my
conversation.
reply guy arc, right?
Supplies are unlimited.
So it's being done now in my reply guy arc. Oop.
Or, like any map, the one I've... Speaking of tours, if you're interested in learning more about how to see Sand Van like a local,
Oh,
marked your map.
I muted myself. Sorry. Why is your Abby dressed like Lil Nas X, bro? Because he's a young gay skater, bro. He's young, he's gay, and he's a skater. Young gay skater, bro. You not rocking with him? You homophobic or something? You don't believe a queer can skate? Is that what this is? But yeah, I was saying, since you didn't hear me, I was talking about my Reply Guy arc. I'm in my Reply Guy arc. Where the game plan... The game plan is to essentially win a woman's heart by Reply Guying, and eventually she'll fall in love with me and be like, oh, this guy's so sweet. And then I'll win, right? That's the game plan right now. You know? I don't believe a queer can, period, buddy. I do not fancy a crop top on men if they are straight. What? You're missing out. Ugh. I remember in high school, one of my friends was like, oh, if I paid you, would you wear one? And I was like, sure, why not? I don't see why not. It was like, bro, I'm getting paid just to wear a shirt? Of course, I don't see a problem with that. Bro, this is like Uncharted level climbing. This is PS3 mechanics right now. Reply Guy is... Yeah, that's the game. That's why it's like, dating apps, no. You know? I'm not sure about dating apps. Maybe. But right now, I'm on my Reply Guy arc, so I'm gonna win their hearts. Yeah, bro. You were muted when I asked why Aiden's chat was looking for me, because I was arguing, and I was arguing about something. And they were basically trying to be like, how is Hit gonna defend this, I guess. I can't get back up. Just kidding. What? But yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna secure the heart. Bro, I go on Twitter, I see a girl's post, I like the post. You can be a Reply Guy on Hinge, just leave cute and funny comments. Maybe I can try that. I saw her post, I like the post, go on the profile, I see her mention her boyfriend, I take my like back, and I move on. That's the type of time we are right now, right? If I see any mention, any sort of possibility of like a lesbian or a boyfriend, I'm taking my like back. We not just handing likes out. We not just handing likes out, okay? Stop talking about my row and Aiden and always homos. Is that all you people care about? Spawn, I want femboy wage click stories now. I mean, I don't know how I'm expected to give those to you. I'm not really, like, I don't know how you expect me to give those to you. Cause like my job, I just clean. On my first day, there was a pool of blood that I had to clean up. That was pretty cool. And on my second day, when I was walking to work, there was like a dead rat just lying in the city streets. I thought that was crazy. You know, that was crazy. Thank you for lending me your Bugatti and your Manson Spinal. No problem. But that was like the craziest thing that's happened so far, honestly. I bought a phone, and then I had to like return it because it was the wrong phone, and I'm having a whole problem of getting a refund. So I already lost like half my check or just on buying a phone, which really sucks. But I got a phone. I have a phone. Look, I can play stuff from it. It's a Motorola. It's a Moto G stylus. Good omens. Yeah, bro. Bro, there was one time when I was working and this like homeless guy was just shouting, bro. Bro, you don't understand the fear I feel when a homeless guy starts shouting. I feel like I'm in a Final Destination movie, bro. I start watching everything. You never know with these people, bro. I start watching everything. And he could be turning around right behind me right now, just waiting for me to turn around and gut me. You know, like I gotta be careful, bro. It's crazy what they be trying to. It's crazy, bro. I can't do this. I can't be out here in the New York streets late at night. They want me out here late at night. I can't do that, bro. I also bought a new skateboard. I have a video. I can post, if join my Discord, I'll post a video. It's from like weeks ago, maybe months ago. I bought that before I even technically started the job. That was with the summer job money, actually. I bought that. I bought some shirts, a belt. I bought a shadow shirt. I went to Hot Topic. Did I mention that? I might have not have mentioned that. I went to Hot Topic. I went to Hot Topic. I went to a bunch of stores and I just bought a bunch of junk when I got like paid. You'll be fine. Thank you, Belinda. It's been worse since I did, bro. I say that all the time. I'm like, God, bro. There was one time I was on the subway, and this guy is just like walking through the doors, and he's just yelling and yelling, and I'm just like, bro, I'm praying I don't have to Jordan Neely a motherfucker, bro. I do not want to have to be the guy to choke someone out, bro. I can't do that. I'm not built for that, bro. I'm too sweet for that. I'm too sweet for that. The homeless are friends you just haven't met. Some of them are cool, actually. There's just one guy who like walks around my house, my apartment building. He like walks around it. He's cool, he's chill. I think he does heroin or something, maybe crack. He's like really jittery, but you talk to him and he's actually just like really chill. So it's like, you know, not all homeless people are bad. But when they're like yelling, bro, I'm sorry. I have every right to be scared. They're like yelling and acting erratic. I'm not taking chances with them, bro. You're like asking me. Listen, I'm not taking a 50-50 on a chance of me getting stabbed or having stuff thrown in my face, you know? I'm not taking a 50-50 on that. Oh yeah, there's 2 challenges. That's what I was supposed to be doing. I feel the rhythm more and more. You know, so I've been living life, doing what I want to. Sounds about like crack. Heroin is sleepy. I'm not even going to ask how you know the difference. I'm just going to take your word for it. You've lived a long and wise life. And I trust you with a lot, okay? You've lived a long and wise life. So I'm trusting you with that. That girl that got neck stabbed has me so paranoid. I don't sit, I stand in the corner. Crazy guy starts yelling. I get behind the nearest pregnant woman as a shield. I've told you I hung out with homeless people. Oh yeah, you did say that. Sorry. I forget a lot. I'm sorry. I'm not really good with memory. Yeah, bro. I think that's part of like where my paranoia like came from recently. Cause it's like, bro, you can't even like sit down on a bus anymore. Cause the guy behind you could just be some crazy criminal who's just going to like shank you the moment he gets a chance. It's like, I can't even trust anybody, bro. It's crazy. You know, Skatepedia. But that's sort of the timing I've been on. I've been working more than I've been streaming. And like I said, I will stream as often as I can. You know, it's just crazy because it's like I work, you know, either I wake up early, I have to like wake up early and stream during like early hours up until like 3 or like 2, or I stream late in the night. And I don't like streaming in the night because most people are asleep on weekdays. You know, it's one thing if it's like tonight where it's like a Friday. Well, your guys is Friday. It's technically my like Sunday because I got to go back to work tomorrow. But like it's different. It's different from that. You know. Marabbing a sensitive attention seeker is not news to me, Star. He's only attacking Glove Shittles because if Daddy Queen made a video on him, he'd cry. He knows. He's scared. Bro, I said this earlier, but like, Aiden is scared of me. If you guys don't know this, Aiden is actually scared of me. It's crazy.
Pro tip, up your score by
It's crazy how scared he is of me, right? Because I'm going to tell you what he did. So earlier today, he's saving your money until you can position yourself better. I'm trying. That's what I said this earlier to my mother when I went to buy the phone. I was like, it's reached a point where like I'm spending like half my check on something almost every single month. I pay the energy and the internet bill, but that's because I use those things. I use those things, okay? I play games and I need the internet to live. So I use those things. So I have no problem with paying those. But like I said, I had to buy myself a new phone recently. I bought a skateboard. Ooh! Woo, woo, woo. Bought a skateboard just so I have a new one. That's what that was for, because my old one is literally like 6 years old. So I bought a new one, bro. It felt so good. What was it? I think it was a backside 180, and I like fell and I like scraped my arm up bad. But by God, it was one of the best feelings ever to like land it on accident the second time after. It felt so good. I love skating, bro. I love skating, even though I don't do it much. I like Aiden. He's just a shifty little guy. A faceless chatter with a regular name. I wonder if he'd ever... You should be... I wonder if he'd ever meet me. Who, me? And a faceless chatter with a regular name. I mean, I'd meet you. I'm too trusting, people would say. But, like, I'd meet most people. I think most people are truthful for the most part. The only the one time I was lied to is when I was, like, 15. And some person pretended to be, like, a girl or something.
Hey, just remember,
And they asked me for my address. And I gave them it. Because I was stupid. And they, like, started posting in the server we were in. And it was really, like, crazy. It was like, what the hell, bro? You know? But I would, like, probably hang out with most of you. Probably. Aiden said he would want to collab at one point. He was back in New York. And I was like, oh, we can do that. I'm fine with that. You know, I don't really have any qualms against it. I don't like necessarily showing my face. But it's like, I don't really care, I feel. You know? Before the Indians get you, start onto your computer shit, just get your bag up and ignore that retard. Have fun at work, Hick.
Footy is short for video footage.
Footy?
When you're ready.
Alright, that is not true. Who the hell is calling it a footy? Bro, Skate 3 mods this game, by the way. Skate 3 is so much better than this game, it's actually crazy. Like, actually. Yeah, I'll give it to like it's what time is it for me? 1:15. By like 2:30 the latest, I'll end the stream or whatever. Ooh, I get socks? Blush pink socks, put those on. Gray slip-ons, leave those off.
You can wear them on either foot.
Oh, I got it on. Oh yeah. Never mind, don't mention that. I keep forgetting I'm not supposed to mention it. Screw it, who cares? There's a server I was in. And this one girl, I forgot what the context of it was. It was funny as hell. Someone said something about a foot. That's what it was. Someone said something about having a foot fetish, and she just randomly posted her feet, and that was like funny to me. She was like, "What? Why would you just drop them?" That was funny. Yeah, I've gone back to my. I've gone back to my roots. I'm aware I'm easily findable. Aiden, I know you would. Oh, you know I would. You were talking about Aiden. Well, Aiden is really paranoid of everyone. Aiden is also incredibly antisocial. You know, he like, did I mention this? When he like did this thing, he was like, oh, I'm gonna go out to go get some food, and I'm just gonna eat. And I was like, you're not gonna like talk to anyone or anything. He's like, I'm out there to eat, not to conversate. And it's like, bro, that's like so antisocial to just say that. You can eat and talk, even though I don't like doing it. It's like you can easily stand out. No, like if you stand outside a food truck or something and someone starts talking to you, you know, you talk back. You don't just, I'm eating. Like that's such antisocial behavior, bro. Like that's why I'm like this guy. And then this guy said something earlier. He's like, oh, he's like a vol cell. And I'm just like, bro, you're not a vol cell. You just know that any person you ever dated would like be incredibly annoyed by like how you're antisocial. But then that's combined with the fact that you're also just like extremely annoying and like an actual debate pedophile a lot of times. So you'd like get in an argument with like your spouse or whatever. I say spouse because I think Aiden might actually be gay. I think he just hates women and doesn't want to admit it. But you'd like get into an argument with your spouse and you'd be pulling some, you'd be saying some shit like, that's actually an ad hominem attack. And you're not even listening to my point. And it's like, all right, bro. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be with you too if this is the type of shit you gonna be doing, dog. I'm gonna be real with you. I wouldn't want to be with you either. Maybe she's proud. I posted a pic once because I bought this Lush product. I didn't consider fetish content. I'm aware I'm easily findable. Oh, but isn't that crazy that you're like, I don't get it. You're like so secretive with like Discord and stuff like that. To the point where you only use like emails, but your name is just your name. What's up with that? I wanted to ask about that a while ago. I feel he'd want to see my city, but I think he missed out on when it looked better. Too many Indians? Too many Indians, is that what it is? I get it if that's what it is. You can be honest. See, I don't have that problem. Dude, I thought the funniest thing is,
Like every great skate city, San Van has a DIY skate park under a bridge. Usually, with trolls.
the concept of chewing while talking and then talking after you've swallowed is so foreign to this thing. Can you rub his tummy and pat his head? Someone else said, like, it's like so funny to me that he said that. You're no gamer, you don't use Discord. Yeah, you seem like secretive earlier. You're like really secretive, I assume. I assume that's why you just don't use it. You don't have to be a gamer. Discord is a place to hang out and talk with friends. I consider you a friend. I'm not a code monkey. Well, I mean, my money is up. I want to talk to my route to put a bow on this and move on, but also because he docks my face in videos. You know, by Aiden's logic, you should be able to dox him back, and Aiden won't be able to call it a problem. I'm just saying. If you wanted to do that, Aiden can't call you out. So if he calls you out, you can call him a hypocrite. I'm just saying. I wouldn't do it though, because I don't like the idea of doxing someone. Once you open up that, it's like Pandora's box for me. Once you open that gate up, bro, you got to be prepared to like face the consequences and shizzy. That's why it's like because I have no problem. If it was up to me, I'd have no problem with like people doxing me. But it's like I live with like my family. That's like the problem. I'd rather not get other people involved. It'd be one thing if it's just like I'm getting like harassed or whatever. It's another thing when people are getting harassed by proxy of like being in the same house as me, you know? I don't have a laptop nor a computer. I'm a phone user. I was supposed to grab in the air. How do you do work? You don't need a phone or a computer? Not a phone. You don't need a computer or something to do like work? You know, everybody needs like one of those. Well, no, I don't need one of those.
Spin it, winner. So sick. Okay, now return to your session marker for a spin and grab collab.
I don't like this Izzy person. Spin and grab collab.
Remember, surrender to the role.
I like her hair though. Oh, there was this one girl on Twitter. Sorry, I was sidetracked. One girl on Twitter who had really nice hair. And I had to argue with someone because they were like, "Oh, her hair is actually not even that nice," and I was like, "No, it's nice. You just don't see the appeal. If you're not sub 5-star, who cares? Are you sub 5? I haven't even seen your picture. It's work laptop, not mine." I did post his pic that was in his KF thread. Did you see his pic? I didn't see his pic. If you send it to me, I'm not gonna care. So I'm not gonna do anything with it. It's gonna just sit. It's gonna just sit. It's gonna just sit in my DMs. So if you do, that's not my problem. I don't. It's work laptop. That's what I was responding to. That makes sense that it's work's laptop. Some places don't give them out, so you have to like keep your own. That's good though. Give a fuck if niggas dox me and then they're fat race play losers. I would think it's funny.
Go again.
True. Like I said, my biggest problem with it is just I don't like the concept of other people getting like messed with because I live with them. That's my biggest problem with it. It's like if you live alone, bro, you kind of brought it upon yourself depending on who you're beefing with. Like Kefu's is like an example where it's like, bro, you did that to yourself technically when you like just. You know, that's why they say don't antagonize. I try to be as nice as possible to everyone. You never know who could be a doxer. You never know who could be like a doxer. or like a part of a doxing group or some shit like that, and then you're like screwed because you done pissed them off, and now they're like DDoSing you or something.
Air clear
I
for
did buy my
descent.
own monitors though,
Much
so I own
appreciated.
that and the 15-in-1 adapter. Very good purchases actually. But what do you use them for? I don't get it. If you don't have like a computer and stuff, what do you use them for? I don't get it. I'm laying down right now, by the way. I just laid down.
That
I
was
don't know about it.
crazy. You shredded the beep out of old Botsky.
Beep,
Anyway, it's time for me
bro.
to go clean my
She
kitchen.
just made me think of, oh my god, Toby Turner.
Is
You know, when
everything
Toby
set up?
Turner, I remember
While I'm gone,
I used to watch PewDiePie play Happy Wheels, but my mom was like, oh, PewDiePie curses too much.
enjoy.
Stop watching that, you know, he curses too much. So I watched Toby Turner. And I just thought it was so funny because when he do the like a curse, he always go, "What the fuck?" And it was I used to copy that all the time. So I'd be like upset, and I'd be like, "What the fuck?" It would be really stupid but funny because I was like a kid. The thumbnail has my face with the text, "He was 30, she was 16." Cited Starbucks is a creepy shameless. I can rotate because working the work laptop that they provided after kicking us out of the office due to the Rona. Ah. Speaking of Sub 5, I've been watching too many looks maxing videos, Spinal. There's too many demons telling me to get surgery I don't need. I hate to break it to you. You don't need surgery. Yeah, they're right. You don't need surgery, actually. Ooh, look at me. I'm so fly. I do not, none of my colors match, bro. I'm literally just a mishmash of colors. It's crazy. But, yeah, you don't need surgery, bro. I stopped hanging out around those types of people because they're like really... It's such a like bad headspace for your mind because they'll just make you like hate everything. It's bad enough. You know, I already feel that way about a lot of things, so it's bad enough. Where am I going? It's bad enough when it's like piled onto by this constant like, oh, don't you know you're like ugly or whatever, and it's like, okay, bro, I don't need to be reminded of that, you know. So I stopped like interacting. I think I've become a permanent part of like SHED twit. And I think it's entirely just because I just retweet, like, if it's not art, I just retweet nothing but it, and it's really crazy. Usually I try to, like, steer clear of it and be able to, like, I like to call myself the no man's land, because I'm not specifically stuck in one community, but, like, this past week I've just been, like, doing nothing but retweeting posts from that. So it's like, I don't know, I feel like I've been placed into it, and I don't even, like, I don't know. They're gay, but it's funny. The moment they see a black fat woman, it's an immediate face thing. It's hilarious. Fat black woman. Gulp. Gulp. You know, and everybody's been like streaming about drama. Can I just say, drama is also kind of like a sort of gay topic. Ooh, I'm so happy we can't hit each other. Drama's sort of like a big gay topic now, but only because it's like, there's not even much to talk about, so you're just like pulling scraps out, basically. A lot of times. And it's like, scrap. Okay, hold on. What happened, Belinda? What? Yo, I hate modern music, bro. Ooh, peach fuzz. How do I open the box? 2 boxes. I'm rereading chat and I'm confused. About what? I'm not a content creator though. I'm a nobody and it's done without permission. What if this gets used against me in the future? No way to defend myself without striking the veins. I would strike all 3, which will end Morale's channel. Gulp? Gulp? I feel like I missed something. Who's talking about surgery? Yeah. There's too many demons telling me to get surgery I don't need. Ellie was talking about surgery. Belinda, you made me think I was like having a moment where I like, you know, before I did it before, it's like, oh God, am I like, you know, it's like, oh God, did I just have a dyslexia moment and just said something? You know, I did that before. Ooh, look at me, look at me. You know, if I put those pants back on though, fire, fire, fire. If only I had some orange shoes. If I throw some blacks on. No, I was too slow and apparently glazed over the word while looking for it. We got a YN in the house. So true. Well, he's more gay than YN. Goofy,
Hey, take a look. Your increased Hedgemog rep level has upgraded.
Usually I'll take the character creation seriously and make a realistic character. Like in Cyberpunk, I made a realistic lesbian.
We haven't even covered city challenges. Check your map.
Made a realistic lesbian character.
Kind of like crew challenges.
Instead of going like full blown like, oh, you know, troll. Yo, did you guys ever get that ad recently where it's like they're playing the troll song, where it's like and I was like, bro, what?
And knock out some goals in those city or crew challenges.
I thought YN was an no. Well, it technically is, but YN is like a specific type. It's still like the hood rat ones. That's what what the? YNs are like the hood rat ones, really. The fruity ones are just called fruit cakes. Sorry, wait, that's a slur. Sorry, I take that back. That's not what we call them. The black community loves gay people, okay? We love gay and trans people here. Blech. I know what content creator checks. I just checked. You look like every other white guy star. I think you're good. No. CC is like content creator. Community commentary community. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yo, I can do this in real life, by the way. I can do all of that in real life, by the way. I'm learning, but will I retain it? No. We don't retain useless information. Bro, if that was real life, your entire leg would have been like shattered. Bro, I remember when I didn't get hit by the car technically, but like this guy backed up into me. And he wasn't even like moving fast, it was really slow, and it felt like I got hit by a bag of bricks, and I was like, damn. Now imagine getting hit by an actual car moving fast, man, Jesus. Come, chameleon. Dude, that made me think of Saints Row 2. Would get worried about it coming back to him. And it's just John Guy, man. Not 843561. Just walk away from the star. Be the bigger man. Why did your little teapot straight to the car? I just realized what you meant. So yeah, I like that. Because in the older, that's the one thing I do like. In the older skate games, you would just like respawn. But I like when I like land and I can just lay there and it's like, oh, you know, I can just pretend I'm like dead. Like when I randomly slid past and just landed on my head, that was funny. Ooh. Thank you for turning me around, I guess. Yeah, bro, in the skateboarding business, we call a nose manual a nanual. And we call a switch manual a sanual, alright? That's what we call it. I'm the only one who calls those that. I call them the sanual and the nanual. Cause calling it a what's it called? Nose manual too big of a word. Just say the manual. Oop. Calling it a switch manual, too big of a word. Just call it a sanual, you know? I call it that. I love how you're... Oh, no, I read that. I read all these messages. Grr. What else is there going to talk about? Is there anything else to talk about? Oh, yeah, I watched Perry talk about, Godfest. That was really cool. I was happy to see Godfest getting more recognition besides just being a guy who I spoke to once and being relegated to like VTuber audiences. It makes sense to me. Lies down, face first in the stream, just dying things. True. I'm happy to see Godfest be able to break into the space of commentary, but I don't think it's working because people like Perry. Dude, I had the argument with Perry today, and Perry's just like, oh well. And Perry's like, oh, well, he should explain things better. And I'm like, Perry, he's not here to just spell out every bit of the drama for you. And Perry's like, well, that's what a good video would do. It would spell out every bit for you. And I'm just like, Perry, you know that's not true. You don't, like, watch a video and expect them to, like, give you every bit. This motherfucker Perry's so vague, haha. Interesting build. The Hunchback of Quasimodo build is crazy. Stop talking. I mean, bro, it's true. He's so chunky. He looked so skinny in the photos before. What happened? Bro, spoiler alert? This is a spoiler alert because I know certain people. For anyone who has, I'm thinking of it's a Danganronpa reference, so that's why I'm spoiler alerting it because there's Hick. Oh, hang on. Because Hick hasn't finished the first one, but like Danganronpa 2, right? Perry in the photos the photos he showed before that Aiden stream, you would assume he's just like a decently weighed guy or something. That's like Byakuya from Danganronpa 1, right? Yes, the fat guy, the blonde one, yes. And Danganronpa, that's like what I think of, bro. It's like, bro, I'm looking at you, and it's like, what happened to you, dog? Why are you suddenly like big and rotund? You were so skinny before, now you're like a gigantic ball. He's getting lazy. No way that guy's climbing rocks. He's tumbling. They're tumbling down. The one pig belly. That one pig. Hunchback? He's rotund. He's round, but I don't see a hunchback. Oh my god. You're talking about the one where he's doing like the virgin walk. Yeah, where he's doing the virgin walk and his head's like down and his back's just hunched and he's just staring at the ground. Also, Aiden is built like Slender Man. That was the funniest part of that whole stream. Finding out that Perry is like built like a circle and then Aiden's just built like Slender Man. And someone made the Wario and Waluigi edit and I was like, dude, this is literally the... It's literally Wario and Waluigi. There's one lanky dude and the other round fat guy. I'd have to find it. I don't remember where it was posted. One of them posted it because it was really funny. And it made me laugh so hard because it was like, it's so accurate. Perry's just like constantly pissing off Aiden and Aiden's like so serious. Ugh. Hang on, I'm gonna go get water. Rub my belly. You guys know that meme, the rub my belly? It's like rub my belly. Oh, yeah, I got my new phone, and my new phone has overcharge protection. No? Oh, I'm so mad I can't show it because I'm on the PlayStation. I'll link it. That's what I'll do. I'll link it in my chat. Hang on. But it's like a dog, and they're like bathing him, and he's like, I think it's like, I'm Pibble. It's like, rub my belly. Rub my belly. And I love it. Where is it at? Isn't it where it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't charge. It only charges up to like 80%, so the battery doesn't like mess up.